Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on April 19, 2015 at 10:52 p.m. Birmingham. Topic: new UFO, etc., that I picked up on here. And there's just a lot of strange things. I'm going to just start reading them, and I'm going to have to do them in two sectors. So, unlimited, previously known, very mysterious videos, UFO, strange places, strange image dots, the land everywhere on the earth and off of the earth, inside the earth, under the water, and in the clouds. They're seeing these things, and right now they're calling them dots, image dots. I can't interpret that. Strange invisible cloud only seen on radar. Usually it's what you see after a nuke had gone off and you got this cloud of radiation floating by. Well, they picked this up, but yet they couldn't find it. They couldn't see it. They had no readings of it, but it floated from the south to the north and went away as it got over New Mexico. Wow. And it was big, like 1,500 miles. Okay. Birds still falling from the skies. Fish still washing up everywhere around the world. New fish never before found washed up on beaches. These fish have never been seen. They're not the ones they thought had been extinct for a long time. They're new. They've never seen these before. Strange animal mix also caught on video, alive plus dead. And they found some again, not the Montauk monsters, but they were similar, but they were different, completely different. And, of course, people think they still come from Plum Island. And people that have the ability to use infrared on their video cameras are catching by the thousands, and they're watching UFOs streak across the skies at night on infrared cameras. That's interesting. A ship found at sea with no one aboard, over 200 years old, and when they went back to investigate it, it was gone. It was not there. It was in the water and disappeared. But anyway, I don't know if they have pictures of that or not, but this is what they have reported. There is a water plume from Baja California in a crescent shape all the way down to Bering Sea, with 8-degree rise in temperature in that area, and have created some of the biggest storms ever, but only in the Bering Strait in that part, not over by Baja California, which is odd. They found tens of thousands of Humboldt squid found dead from Baja California all the way to Alaska. Never been seen before that far north. But also they took a woman in a lab, they called it shark death, okay? And made some kind of, they're doing some kind of experiments to find out what would protect you from a shark attack. And when they put a literal dropper full of this in the water in a certain place between San Diego and a portion of Baja California, within 12 hours, there was not a shark to be found within 100 miles of that place. They fled death. I mean, disappeared. They were gone. All right, in one 30-second period, thousands of birds, snow geese, fell from the sky with exploding hearts, all in a 30-second period. Fish found on other beaches, more beaches, by the tens of millions, and they're these sardines. Like crude oil bubbling up in the Atlantic between Maine and England, just lying on the bottom, easy to reach and easy to get to, easy to take, but no one has reported it. And there's hundreds of millions of barrels, again, light crude. I don't know why it's not come up and dissipated, but they're jetting up from these, what they call the dark smokers or the smokers, these towers, these plumes at the bottom, and they're at 700 degrees right now. And that's odd. Very large freshwater lake under the ice in Antarctica. It's got frozen above it, ice above it, which you can't freeze salt water, but above it, several feet, 20 or 30 feet, is solid frozen ice, which is clear water, and below it, ice, which is clear water. Both sides, all ice, which is fresh water, but yet there's a body of clean, fresh water, not frozen, and it's been there for a long time. Also, another oil spill in the Gulf. It has been leaking. Sorry, I had to put on my timer so I can cut off. It's been leaking since 2004. No one has made mention of it. It has been covered up, and it is leaking an average of 900 gallons a day. And I wrote the blog, did the blogs on the BP oil spill when it happened, and I did the blogs and told you when we would have a hurricane or a storm that most of this would dissipate and go away. I was dead on right. Most of the BP spill dissipated after the hurricane went through, but they still spent $32 billion. This was not only cleaning up, but giving out to all the people supposedly it hurt. But the biggest part of it was a fine that went to the U.S. government. Okay, I got to stop this one. And Jody Wolf Expoz.